shut down, as Eileen should, at least in theory, have a bit of a range advantage here. But it will be
Animals on the kill feed pretty early.
We're talking about impact from Anama. There he is. First on the kill feed. Takes out Rio. Cleanup will come through here now for the Seoul Dynasty on the point. They'll get the first cap. And Guangzhou Charge, they're still postured quite far forward. They need to peel out of here, or they're just going to get picked off, it would seem. Mondu, yep, going to be going down.
Good boost by Seoul. I mean,
very
what
good.
you see there from Seoul is they
Start to inch forward. The aggression is going to be coming in. That's going to be beat out from Anama now. Looking to turn the fight around. Rally available for Mondu. Choice they want. Gets the duplicate here onto the Diva. Builds up for the self-destruct. Has it available. Hasn't had to use it yet. Instead, they just win out the rest of the fight. And that's quite a bit used there from the side of the Seoul Dynasty.
find a way to get this boost down somewhere effectively.
Yeah. Starting on the high ground. Doing wonders. The barrier.
Flux cancel.
Lower and lower there for 2U, but yeah, it would seem so. Maybe Mondu taken out now. Griff falling on the back end of the fight. Seoul Dynasty do just manage to go ahead and close that one out on the back end of that Blizzard from Profit.
Plus the supercharger, and there's a lot of damage being pumped into Rio specifically. He's going to go down.
Yeah, they try to wall them off. They do manage to slink around the side. Flashbang actually makes it in behind the shield there. He managed to come up with the kills, and Fitz with that dead eye manages to eliminate. Goes to Dynamite over to the side, doesn't quite make it behind the barrier. Fitz is getting pinched on. Did he not notice that Krong was directly to his left? This gets eliminated. Red's going to be used to put Profit back into the fight, but it's still going to be a one-man advantage here for the side of the Guangzhou Charge. 2U and Fitz are gone. Now Anamo gets taken out, and the Charge will be able to very easily establish control of the point first and foremost.
Yeah, I thought Mando was the one really in trouble there. He goes down, but they trade.
Avoid that, still takes a little bit of damage. Now it's going to get pulled back in. They're looking to finish him off, and they will manage to find the kill. Good punish. Coming through, here's the Charge posture forward. Off screen, however, Gesture doing some serious work. Comes up with Karib, then gets rid of Eileen. Now, there's no immortality field in the fight for the side of the Guangzhou Charge. Dynasty still need to make their way over to the point, however, and 2U gets eliminated. So despite his best efforts, it seems like these kills from Gesture are not going to pay off. Now the Tac Visor does come through, manages to find 2, looks for a third on the back end, takes Creative dangerously low.
Great so far for that ult.
Yeah, 2U getting shredded down as the bomb manages to find the kill. Profit will finish it off with the Helix Rockets, but Choice A1 uses his own Helix Rockets, manages to find Creative, but Fitz comes in with 3, the bomb claiming 2. He does manage to snipe down Choice A1. Dynamite goes in, does clip in onto Mondu as the Flux now comes through. Flying up into the sky is Krong, looking to drop them back down, but he will die. Flip will come in. It's not going to be 100% to 0 here for the Charge. They will have to wrest control back away from the Soviet 6v6 as Krong ducks in behind the pillars, trying to stay alive. Bionade clips in onto him, but they can't quite weave the damage through behind the barrier around that corner to try to get the punish here onto the enemy Sigma. Speaking of Sigmas, 2U now going to fall. Gesture going to be taken out. There's no things available for the side of Seoul Dynasty, so the flip will come through. They have control. Great play from Choice A1. Pushes forward right up into Profit's face. He's not scared at all of the attack by. Very careful about using that jump. They're keeping them protected here for now, but as they continue to advance, they are just slowly plowing their way through the Seoul Dynasty. We have gotten the first point lockdown, but they're going to give this up pretty quickly here as they continue to just bleed numbers. Gesture now going to be taken out, and yeah, that is just going to be the Guangzhou Charge taking this away with relative ease.
Kind of situation. And that's how their comp should be able to work. Karib's going to be found pretty early here, so that's going to be a pickup. In fact, that's going to be 2.
Yeah, manages to come up with 2. Karib now going to be able to fight. No immortality field available here, and it might just be a very fast flip. Guangzhou Charge have only just surpassed the percentage established first here by the Seoul Dynasty, so it would be a very good timing for Seoul to go ahead and take this away. And the wall for Profit is absolutely perfect. Cuts off the escape. They manage to find those follow-up kills. Is the supports their hands dirty. Yeah, stun, however, from 2U is really great. The accretion interrupts. Gesture, however, still going to fall. OHP members are here for the Charge. As the Seoul Dynasty continue to press the aggression. Have to pull back away from that amp matrix. Don't want to give up any free damage. 2U pushing up over the top. Oh, man, just nailing Karib, and Fitz is there for the alley-oop. Finishes them off with...
Do you push through from Dragon Strike into potential Blizzard? This Dragon Strike's right across.
Oh man, Fitz finding 2. Eileen and Bondu both going to be taken down. I thought it was just going to be the play, the pickoff there onto Krong with another great wall from Profit, but they end up finding a huge combo there as Fitz just shuts them down. Yeah, can they even touch? It doesn't seem like it. The Wrecking Ball is trapped. And Seoul Dynasty, with a great turn.
And look at the time as well. We're down to 1 minute here, not a single tick found. Finally, Ultimate's coming online for Seoul, and this is going to be the important fight. If they don't take it here, they might not get it at all. There needs to be a res. Can they get Profit back in? It's required that they have 6 plays, and they will find it.
Yeah, they do manage to get the res off, and oh man! It's going to be the sticky bombs into a headshot from Eileen. Takes Fitz right out of the fight. Flux from 2U will find Eileen. Trading back in kind. Choice A1 falling low, uses the duplicate, throws down a barrier to keep himself protected. Profit goes into the back, however, manages to find Mondu. And they will break Choice A1 out of that duplicate before it can find too much value. Profit still playing forward here in the garage. The beam comes in, Rio's going to fall. And that will be the cap coming through you would expect. It's going to be Krong on the back end, picked off here by the rest of the members of the Dynasty. And with very little time remaining, they will get this cap on A, but that's going to hinder the chances of being able to cap B. No snowball. Nearly a copy, however, onto 2U. 3 shin stun does connect. Kinetic grasp, saving his life. See, 1 flux going to be used. Immortality field pushed out there from Creative to try to keep the rest of the team topped up. But 2U does fall as Choice A1.
Good aggression.
Flux is in there. Yep, gets the finish there. Profit managing to find Kareem. And so far, that's going to be the only kill that they managed to get. Rio now dying in the fight as Profit does his damnedest, but he gets picked off by Eileen, who falls up for a 2nd kill onto Creative. And this whole Dynasty now with a minute and a half struggle to get onto the point. He's absolutely instrumental. Yeah, I mean, this is how he really made a name for himself. Flux coming through, does manage to find Krong indoors, but can they follow up for the kill? The accretion's going to be good, and Profit is there. Go ahead and scoop the kill. Now 3, opened up as Profit presses forward, gets the headshot onto Kareem. Point blank, sticky bombs now into the face of Rio, and Fitz will finish him off with that those storm arrows, rather. Barriers down. It seems like they finally entrenched themselves, but can they finish this with time in the bank? They're pushing forward. The Flux, or rather that Hulk comes in. Flux now comes out from Krong. Great shot from Fitz, gets Karim out of the fight. Flux drops the tanks back down to the ground. No one is there to contest as Krong does fall, but it will be a cap in.
So is Krong.
Krong as well. Tagged up Rio, both tanks now all falling low. Beams coming through from Profit. He's trying to hit anybody realistically that he can because he expects that they're all going to die. If you can just keep that beam on top of him. Mondu using the shield patch goes ahead, keeps himself away out the safety, but Eileen cuts through Anamo, managed to find 1, and suddenly the fight is getting turned around. Choice A1 going to be taken out. 2U does manage to get the punish, and now the Bionade onto Mondu. Maybe they've overstepped just a little bit. It was a very good look there for a moment, but Guangzhou Charge continue to aggress. Rio dives in deep into the garage, finds a kill, but then loses out for it. And this was a very strange turn of Bionade to try to stave them off. The nano boost over, still going to be used by Kareev. Sends that out onto Rio, who presses forward. Krong moving up with him. They collapse on top of 2U inside of the garage, get the kill, and now Gesture's going to be eliminated. Profit taking a nap just behind where that barrier used to be. Seems like that should be the fight done and the point capped here for the Guangzhou Charge as they just look to fish.
Not easy as well. I mean, it's Mandu having to put in the pack, which steals pretty slowly. Nanoblade coming on through. Looking pretty good so far. Needs to get a few more slashes.
Yeah, it does manage to take down Gesture. Duplicate now going to be out from Profit. Goes for the Diva, so copies Krong. Right clicks coming out. Fitz surviving for a little bit longer than you might have anticipated, but does fall in the end. Self-destruct right there on the corner. Not going to be able to find too much. Profit hits the remake. Just looks to buy some extra time. Can't get another self-destruct online, but now moves back into his Echo form. But he's taking a considerable amount of damage and has to pull away. Reaper cutting them off. Second tick now does come through, and Seoul Dynasty need to play forward on the point right now. Bionade out onto 2, and Eileen is there for cleanup. Takes out an ammo. That's both supports gone. Zoning ult coming through from Krong, but here comes the DPS2 on the side of the Seoul Dynasty. Eileen goes down. Spitz finds 1. 2U takes out Choice A1, and suddenly this is looking a lot more winnable for the side of the Seoul Dynasty. They've actually staved off the charge when it was looking so very good for them. They get up to 95.7%, but they still
I have some concerns. If this Nanoblade doesn't go well for the charge, they're out of options. Yeah. I mean, they'll be down to below 1 minute. Here it is. The blow bubble comes through as well.
Oh, it's Spitz first, now Creative second, and Amo does receive the nano boost before Creative falls. Just looking to try to shut Eileen down. They take him below half HP, and in the meantime, Profit and 2U come up with multiple kills, looking to keep this fight turned into their favor. Eileen just using the deflection as best as he can, but there's nothing more to be done. And yeah, you just teed it up, and then it happened. He trucked out, buy some space, get them onto the point, then maybe they can make it happen and stave them off. He goes around the back, he's going to be looking for Profit. Doesn't really nail the sticky bombs, however. Dive into the back of Rio, and he just gets completely shut down. You jump into the McCree, you jump into a Reaper, you are not going to have a good time. That's flashbang and shotguns into the face of the Charge. They just can't even play on the point right now. The clock will tick down to the Seoul Dynasty. Well, somewhat they broke their map loss streak. just earlier, much to the chagrin of the Fusion fans. But Prophet, he is looking to shut down any and all hopes of the Charge fans, as well as, you know, upset the Fusion fans and everybody else. Prophet's only in it for the Seoul Dynasty fans, is basically what I'm saying. He's out for blood, and he is getting it.
I mean, this is looking like a cap already. This is looking pretty dominant.
For the side of the Seoul Dynasty, so we do get started. Coalescence will open things up. Nano Boost in reply is Crib. Oh, he throws that out.
All right, that works.
Will get taken down on the back end. Rio still trying to stay alive. Get that Primal Rage up. Prophet going to go in for the duplicate. Does manage to go ahead and get the copy onto the enemy Ana. And it's just going to be Pionates and Sleep Darts galore, and a very swift team fight later. We have the cart rolling through as they go in first with the Primal Rage. He's looking for a knockoff, not going to be able to find one, and he is in a rough spot, and they will go ahead and collapse in. The sound barrier from Manamo unable to try and save Gesture's life, and eventually could just end up being a bit of a wasted ultimate. Rio falling low, jumps into the back, and he's kind of just split off. Playing on the opposite side at the moment right now is Rio. As it's going to be the Seoul Dynasty looking to regress back over towards the cart. Vince tries to go in with that Death Blossom, but that was a bit wanting there. Gets punished almost immediately. Self-destruct coming through from Krong. Not going to be able to find too much, but Choi Se-wan has one himself. Lets it loose up over the top. Doesn't really go towards anybody. Does zone them back for the moment, but here comes the back end of the fight. Two members are going to fall. That's the support's now gone for the side of the Guangzhou Charge. And the cart will be able to roll into point B. It was looking good for a little bit there. Moments of hope for the Charge in the fight, but goes forward as the self-destruct available. Lobs it into the back, everybody ducking inside, manages to avoid that. Prophet back into the back down, he's almost got another self-destruct available. Can he actually make it happen? No, he cannot. Eileen getting topped up, but finds nothing with the Death Blossom, despite the fact that it goes ahead and gets the full channel. It just doesn't find value. And the Seoul Dynasty absolutely are speed running on Nimbani. 404, I can't find the Guangzhou Charge. Yep, jump up top now, just chasing down to you, and there's not really much that he can do to try to mitigate this. Stun will come in. They do manage to get the anti out onto Rio. Continues to press forward. He's got 40 HP, and he actually jumps over, grabs that Mega back. In the meantime, Creative and Gesture both going to be taken down. Prophet slept, antied out. Still is going to be hovering around in the air and actually kills off Rio and nearly has the duplicate online. You want to talk about ult charge time? Let's take a look at Prophet and Choi Se-wan, as he has been surging ahead right now when it comes down to these duplicates. And Amo jets out of there, keeps himself
they didn't get
at a safe distance, but Prophet does fall. Choi Se-wan, that is a huge pickoff, but can Anamo get a res is the question. The answer is yes. Puts Prophet right back into the fight. Now they have this duplicate to try to buy some extra time. Straight back into the action goes Prophet, goes out with the sticky bombs, manages to find Kariv. So Eileen has to pull back and grab this Mega to keep himself alive. First tick, still not quite gained here for the side of the Charge. They're so very close to getting this, but they get the break on a Krong's mech. They take him out. Eileen will find one. It's a...
Okay, it's a res.
Okay. I like that. That's a cheeky little play. Goes out, gets the res, puts Krong back into the fight so they can have that debuff available. Low HP. Sleep goes out onto the enemy Winston. To the side of the Seoul Dynasty, just shutting that down. Tucking into the corner is Karif, keeping himself safe as best as possible. And Creative will fall. On the Gesture as he tries to get into the back line, but he's alongside Prophet, so they will come up with that kill. A trade out on the Anas thus far, as there's 34 seconds remaining here for the side of the Charge to get in onto the point.
Could be the cap.
Prophet is dead, however, so that's a big opening now, and it may just very well be the cap. Gesture has to roll out, and they will. Go ahead, lock this down. You would anticipate.
Reinforce and solo more ultimates, and they get the first round.
Okay, well, it's a blade out yet again here for Eileen. He's trying to get rid of Gesture. Can't quite make it happen, but dives through, finds Creative, but has to resheath it. He's in on top of Fitz at the moment as I watch his HP bar. Seems like he's going to get topped back up by Anamo, and Tuyu is there to peel. And yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. This is a very defendable position, as we just saw there from the side of the Dynasty. So, unfortunately for the...
They don't want to go yet. They're waiting to see if they can outlast the Supercharger. It's gone. Now the Primal comes in, and the Nano as well.
Oh, okay, well. Choi Se-wan, he may be taking a nap. Creative. They do manage to find that kill. Anamo goes forward, gets the res, is antied out with a sliver of HP at the moment, trying to survive. The passive healing starting to come back through. Creative, back into the fight, gets the nano boost online. This Gesture will be rolling back in. They want to hold this right here, right now. Seoul Dynasty as they look to end this push.
And late kills as well. I mean, look at this D-make on the Krong. They don't even need to kill the Baby D, but this is going awfully. It's like 12 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that sleep not quite going to connect there from Prophet, but it doesn't matter. They find Mondu. Choi Se-wan antied out. Has to wait to try to push back.
Who's going to touch?
Forward is there from Rio. He's got the Primal Rage rolling, but he needs to make his way over onto the cart. Currently going to be contested by him. Trying to buy some time as best as he possibly can. Leaps back over the coach gun to push him away, and Tuyu just goes ahead, barrels over him in the sky, finds the kill. Jester getting top back up. Namo has the Valkyrie available, but they will find the kill. Rez will come through. Mandu dead. Karim, the last support available here for the side of the Charge. Choice they want doing his damn is trying to make it happen, but they cannot stay on the card. It will bleed down, and the Seoul Dynasty will be the victors here in this series. They take the win.
They take the win, and they also punch their ticket into the June Joust. They are officially the third seed. That is locked in. Spark get first.